What's pumping up? I'm going to YouTube video. Today's video, we're going to be reacting to endless MLP fanfic reading Grimdark. And I'm sorry if I'm not like as loud. Okay, I almost dropped my phone. Don't know how I've been good. Sorry if I'm not as loud as I am normally in my other videos. I'm very tired, and there's a spot on my screen, and I don't know what that's from. We'll get off by taking my headphones. Okay, hold on. Before I start the recording. Before I already started recording, before I get into the video. This is a pretty long video, 12 minutes, so it's going to be longer than my others. Yes, which is going to suck. Just like the last video. Ow, that hurt. Got a spot on my screen, I don't like it. Don't know if y'all can see it in the recording. Don't think y'all can, but it's just annoying me. OCD's getting to me. Look like a bug, but that's literally impossible. It can't be a bug. I don't know how a bug just slipped through. Then again, maybe it could have, but I don't know. So let me put the case back on. Come on, stupid little case. It ain't that hard. Don't even know if y'all can hear me right now. But if y'all can, great. If y'all can't, then I'm just talking to myself. There's like no reason why y'all shouldn't be able to hear me. Hold on just a minute in case y'all can't hear me. You probably can, but whatever. So, in case y'all didn't hear what I just said, I'm sorry if you could not hear me through that part that I had my headphones plugged out, which means I didn't have them plugged in. So sorry about that. In case y'all didn't hear me, or maybe y'all could. Y'all probably could. Like, there's no reason why y'all shouldn't be able to. But let's go ahead and get right on this. Now this is going to be pretty creepy, and I'm probably going to scream. But 7 Lost Nightmares. What's this by? The Lost Narrator. I don't know what the 7 Lost Nightmares is supposed to be, because it's called Endless. By the way, let me know in the comments below if you want me to react to
Darkness
butterflies.
Was not the correct word to
Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want me to react to butterflies. It's an MLP horror thing. Now I've already seen it today, but let me know in the comments below if you want me to react to it.
describe this place.
It's pretty gruesome.
But the only one that seemed appropriate. It wasn't warm or cold, wet or dry. It was as close to nothing as it could be. The air was thicker with the haze darker than black that masked the sky somehow darker.
Pictures.
There was a ground,
Pictures are probably
uneven
scary
and
part
rough
about
like
this whole
gravel, yet her hooves still echoed with each
pictures.
step.
Hello?
She cried into nothing and received nothing in return. She could hear her own heartbeat, like an echo in a deep cavern, but with no visible walls to carry the sound. She wasn't sure why, but she was compelled to keep moving, putting one hoof in front of the other, hoping that by wandering around this place, she could find some kind of sign or hint to where she could be.
I thought it was like 8:29 or 8 something. Holy crap.
She tried again, her voice echoing in all directions, growing louder rather than softer as moments passed. She cried, curling up on the ground and covering her ears with her hooves, blocking out as much of the sound as she could.
I almost just went to sleep. I didn't hear what that
And
just
without
said.
warning, the
So
echo
confused.
ceased and left her in an eerie silence.
Think
Fluttershy clambered to her hooves and began to run, unsure which direction to take or how to escape this confusing place. She was too afraid to take flight here, worried that she would become even more confused and turn around, or even slightly afraid that she might forget where the ground was. This place wasn't a place like she had ever seen, and she didn't trust it. It reminded her of something that might have come from his twisted imagination. Discord. That thought triggered a reaction in Fluttershy, and she
okay, I did not mean to click that button. I meant to click the down button.
stopped running, panting softly
Using
for
my
breath.
mic to control my volume.
He was the reason she was here, though
Sorry
she
if you
couldn't
hear, like,
find it in her heart
weird
to blame
sounds,
him.
like ASMR.
He truly
My
believed
bad.
he had made the right choice when he... Fluttershy's thoughts were cut off. Her ears twitched when she heard the soft sound of scratching somewhere behind her.
Oh,
She started
give
running
me a
again,
feeling.
this time sobbing
I don't
as
like
she
that.
did. She didn't know what was coming, but she knew it was important not to get caught. She ran from the sound, then stopped, digging her hooves into the gravel in confusion when the sound came at her from a different direction. She recognized the feeling of dread and knew that she had faced whatever this was before. Faced it in her dreams.
Yeah, whatever.
Nightmares.
Okay,
This time,
now it got
however,
real. Nightmares.
it wasn't a nightmare, and not even Princess Luna herself could protect her from what was coming.
Oh yeah, that means you know you're dead.
Friend forever. He didn't mean to hurt me.
Fluttershy pleaded into the darkness, but the scratching just got louder. Though she ran as fast as she was able to, the sound still grew louder. It wasn't too long before her hooves began to ache, and she worried that they would fail her. As the little hope she clung to threatened to give out,
Tired.
Fluttershy saw a faint outline of an iron fence come into view.
Fox's hook.
Anything would be a welcomed sight.
Just saying.
As Fluttershy neared the fence, the scratching noise...
This is gonna be a pretty long video, but I have to know the truth. I have to know the truth. FNAF. FNAF. Fun Time Foxy. Foxy. I want to see if Fun Time Foxy has a hook. Okay, no, I think she did. I don't think she did. She does not have a hook. That's pretty good. Actually, yep, she'll be cooler with a hook. Honestly, she'll look way cooler with a hook.
noises softened
Like a gold
until
hook,
they
diamond
disappeared
hook,
back into the darkness.
Minecraft hook.
She stuck her hoof
I don't
out
know.
to touch the metal, but hesitated, sensing an unspoken danger here as well. Rather than take her chances,
Why don't you just escape?
she avoided the metal and walked along
so
the side
confused on
of
what's
it
happening right now.
instead. As she walked, she noted the deterioration of the metal and the bent and misshapen spires. Their decay gave Fluttershy the chills. It looked unnatural in comparison to the other worn fences she had seen in her lifetime. Eventually, the metal fence had faded and crumbled, leaving nothing but unforgiving ground where it once stood. Fluttershy was so preoccupied with the actual fence.
Guys, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys know what's going on? Because I have no clue what's going on at all. I'm so tired, and I have no clue what's going on.
As she only now discovered
Literally
what
no
lay
clue.
beyond it. There were little patches of grass, trees, and shrubs that blended faintly in the darkness that surrounded it.
Sorry for pausing so much, but first of all, she goes to touch a fence, right? Turns the other way, or at least I'm thinking she does. Runs that way, or walks that way, whatever. Or gallops that way because she is a pony. And then finds grass and trees. How did it go from touching a fence, or almost touching a fence, to finding grass and trees? Man, I don't even get this.
Fluttershy strained her eyes when she caught sight of what she believed was a welcomed sight.
Angel? Angel,
Oh,
is that
Angel's
you?
gonna die. That
She
bunny's
called,
gonna get killed.
racing towards her long-eared companion.
Or it's gonna be Discord.
When she reached him, however, she
Transformation.
discovered he was nothing more than a mere mound of dust, so perfectly sculpted
Dust?
to look like her dear pet.
Oh, Angel.
Oh, he's dead.
I've missed you so much.
You'll never see him again unless
She
you got
reached
to.
out a hoof to touch
Let me
him,
go and kill you.
but he disintegrated into dust. Fluttershy sobbed. The memory of him tugged at the back of her mind, and she reached down to the unforgiving soil to resculpt
Just
him from the
escape.
dust.
If it's a dream or a nightmare, you'll
He had
eventually wake
ears
up.
like this.
And Discord's probably
No,
gonna kill
maybe
you.
they were
But
longer.
whatever.
No, his nose was different. This isn't right. I can't remember. It's been so long, I can't.
You can't remember by
Fluttershy
your own
broke into
pet.
sobs again, and the dust that remained
Makes
blew
sense.
itself into nothing.
Right.
She stayed
Makes sense
curled on
totally.
the ground in her tears until
Oh
she
my
heard the
gosh.
scratching again. This time, though, she didn't care. She wanted it to find her. She wanted this endless wandering to finally stop.
If you want to die, I can do that for you.
Get out of here!
Rainbow Dash.
Fluttershy's head snapped
Dude.
up at the sound, and she held her
Snapped
breath.
up.
That
Dang,
voice,
don't kill yourself
no matter
before that
how much
thing
time
does.
had passed,
That
it was
doesn't
still
kill you
as
first.
crisp and as clear as if it were yesterday. It captured her rasp perfectly, and the inflection of impatience
Rainbow Dash.
that Rainbow always had in her
Yeah.
tone.
Yeah, silly. Don't let the monster get ya.
Another familiar sound, this one so delightfully out of place with its bubbly nature. Then
Is
again,
this a dream or not?
Pinky's optimism was typically out of
I'm
place
so
to begin
confused.
with. Fluttershy
too tired
raced
to even
towards the
think.
sound of their voices.
Pinky, Rainbow?
Going
Where
towards
are
the sound
you?
of their voices. You
Please.
idiot. They're probably in
Please, say
the way the
something
monster
else.
are. You stupid.
Fluttershy, get out!
Not until I find you. We're not lost, silly.
You know exactly where we are. We're right where you left us. All of us.
Fluttershy disregarded what was being said. She just wanted to find them.
I've been looking for you all for so long. It feels like ages.
She ignored the pain throbbing of her hooves to pursue her dearest friends, and through the haze, she could at last see their silhouettes. They were together, and they looked like they were ready to embrace her again.
They're gonna
This
die.
time,
They're dead.
her tears fell in gratitude, and no amount of pain could keep her from her friends. At long last, she reached them. She didn't hesitate, throwing her hooves around Rainbow
Wait.
to hold her close.
Are they real? Wait, no, wait.
Rainbow, I missed you.
They're not real.
She stopped, realizing the object she held now was cold and hard. She jerked herself away from
knew
it
it.
in confusion. She had been hugging a single flat stone that was sticking up unnaturally from the ground. There were 5 stones just like it in the place of all of her friends.
No. No, please. I've waited so long to see you.
I'm gonna guess this
I
is not a
can't lose
nightmare,
you all again.
and that they're all really dead, and she's gonna be turned to stone and die. I know what the problem is. A cockatrice. It's a cockatrice. It's a cockatrice. I think that's what it's called. Let me just search it up just in case. Like I said, it's gonna be a long video, so right after this video ends, I'm gonna, end it with cockatrice. MLP. Hopefully the autocorrect. Okay, wait, did I? Okay, now it's so close. Yep. Okay, cockatrice. Yep. There's one of them things. They all looked at it and they got turned to stone. That's why you don't. That's why you don't go out in the woods without Fluttershy. And now they all gonna die. They're all gonna die. Well, they're already all dead. Come on, you stupid phone. I'm at 8:10, I think. Okay, 8:10. Sometimes it glitches out. Sorry about that, guys.
She could hear her own heartbeat.
Oh, gosh, that picture. Okay.
Friends, at long cold and
No.
next to her friends, and revisited each painful memory. She hadn't noticed the herself sounds growing closer until it was too late to. There were 5 to run.
Okay, yeah, you can see
Fluttershy felt a chill run up her spine,
the
and her eyes
name
flew open in the face of a
of that
monster
thing right
that had
there.
been pursuing her
Yep.
all this
Zoom
time.
out.
It was
Discord.
herself,
Herself.
or at least another vision of herself. This Fluttershy, however, had no eyes. Only 2 great balls of darkness where eyes had once been. Fluttershy screamed and jumped back to her hooves in a
Apparently
panic.
that thing's the one that
The
turned them
dark
into stone.
Fluttershy only smiled and offered out her hoof where a sharp, bloodied knife rested. It didn't take long for her to start running again, but the pain in her hooves
Idiot.
compelled
Just
her to
take
fly.
the knife and you could probably live.
The dark mist
Or you'll
grew
just kill
thicker
yourself,
as she
either
climbed
one.
into the air,
For
her
being
wings
controlled.
struggling to keep her airborne. Her chest constricted, and she gasped, unable to suck in a breath from the weight of the mist around her.
no, I'm about to die.
Fluttershy strained her wing
That's how
muscles
she probably
to
liked
push
it now.
higher and higher
Fluttershy
until
is so
at last
stupid.
she broke free from
Don't
the
even
surface
know.
of the dark water. The dark
If he was the
Fluttershy
fastest
was
rainbow
not
dash,
far
he probably could've
behind,
skipped.
pushing
Wait.
Fluttershy's head back under the water, trying
say
to
rainbow
force
dash
the
was
life
turned
out of
stone.
her again. Fluttershy
Yeah, you know-
screamed
you know it's
and
about it.
thrashed in the water,
They
bucking
could,
at
like,
her twin until
they
she
could
broke
literally
free at
hit you from,
last,
like, miles away, apparently.
gasping and shaking as she dragged herself
If they can
back
get-
onto
get-
solid
get the
ground.
rainbow dash.
The mist began to change again. This time, when it cleared, it revealed an entire forest of trees.
What
Fluttershy
mist?
looked over her
What
shoulder
is this
at her
stuff?
dark twin, who flew towards
I
her, still
definitely didn't
clutching the
see them
knife. She took flight again and headed
Can't
into the
believe when after this
trees,
video, I'm
hoping
going
to
to
lose
bed.
her.
That's
Each
silly.
tree she flew past grew more twisted, more mangled in the thick
so
rope-like
tired.
vines. She looked back to where the other Fluttershy had gone
I'm literally about to
and
fall
flew
asleep on
herself
camera, dude.
straight into a vine that pulled at her neck. She threw her hooves
Pull it out
up
her neck.
and tried to pull
Okay.
it away. Once again,
Fluttershy is not my most likable pony. Okay, I admit it. But she does not deserve all this torture. Okay, if I had to say any of the main six deserved all this torture, it'd probably be Applejack, because she's literally like probably the least likable pony. My favorite's Rainbow Dash, of course, but honestly, it'll have to be her. Yeah,
gasping for air,
but not
and noticed the
Fluttershy.
vine was being tugged on the other end by the dark Fluttershy.
Or Rarity, because I don't
It's the only
like
way.
Rarity that much.
Dark Fluttershy called out.
I like all the ponies,
I
but not
never
her that
wanted
much.
this. I never wanted to be separated from my friends.
Of course you
Don't
didn't,
understand,
but you get it
Discord?
anyway, so be
I
quiet.
don't love you. I want to die.
Dang,
Fluttershy cried,
don't
unable to beg for her life,
Wait, hold on. Did
but
she really say that?
I never wanted this. I never wanted to be separated
whatever.
from
Get to
my
it.
friends. Don't
okay.
you understand,
Get to the chase.
Discord? I don't love you. I want to die.
Oh,
Fluttershy cried, unable
Suicidal?
to beg for her
Okay.
life, but desperately trying to cling to it. Dark Fluttershy approached her,
You
the
suicidal?
rope still digging into her neck
I
with
would
the
say
blade
nothing else,
drawn.
but family
It's
friendly.
the only way I can see them again.
Fluttershy thrashed, her vision becoming hazy.
You never even asked me what I wanted all those years ago. I can't take it anymore.
Discord killed them.
Fluttershy's eyes
Or the
were
other
stained with
Fluttershy killed
tears. She
What's
couldn't
the other fly
breathe,
Discord?
but was somehow still
Flutter-
thrashing,
Flutter-
as
Flutterfly?
lively as ever.
Or
Magic
Shutterfly,
can't
what is it?
protect me if
I
I
don't
do
know
it
what to say.
myself. It can't keep me here if my heart stops beating.
Fluttershy closed her
Headphone
eyes
disconnected.
and braced herself, knowing
Whatever
what was
hurt me,
coming
but my
next.
headphone just
Her eyes
came out here.
lowered. She lowered her ears and waited. When the blade dug into her chest, she threw open her eyes and screamed.
Well, they all died.
Once again, she was on the ground.
It's
Nothing
not a-
visible but the dark haze that cloaked the even
You're gonna be
darker
jump
sky.
scared, dude.
Hello?
She called out, feeling an unnerving sense of dread, even though she didn't know why. That's when she heard the scratching.
Okay, that last part scared me so much. It was getting so quiet, and I thought there was gonna be a jump scare. And I was about to throw my phone across the other side of the room I'm in right now. Whew, that would have been terrifying. But guys, yeah, sorry for, I might have to upload this video tomorrow on it. It's only been 18 minutes. Well, I thought I've been going on for longer. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. This might have to go up tomorrow. I wanted to do it up tonight, but you know what? No, I have to get up tonight for you guys. I have to. I have to be dedicated to YouTube to upload today. Let's get it. It's gonna take so long to upload. But guys, if you guys did like the video, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below. As always, peace out.